So, I've been waiting for the day to play this Resident Evil 2 remake ever since I caught wind that they were making an RE2 remake back in like late 2017 when I was told about it. I think they made a video back in 2015 actually announcing that that was a project in the works at Capcom, but I never knew about that video. I didn't know about that until late 2017 after I was getting really intrigued with learning more about Resident Evil 8, because I loved Resident Evil 7. Felt just like how Resident Evil games should have felt. That 5 and 6 I feel completely missed. So I learned that RE2 was getting remade, and I couldn't wait for it. And when E3 rolled around, I was looking forward to it. I thought they were going to announce it at any time. I didn't think they were going to announce it at the Sony conference, but they did. And I was blown away. So I've been waiting almost a year and a half for this to come out, and I'm so happy with the final product. Resident Evil 2, this remake, is so fucking good. If you guys have not played it yourself and you've only seen gameplay, the gameplay doesn't do it justice enough. Because yeah, well, the gameplay may be scary, playing it yourself is even scarier. Like, I was watching through somebody play the garage part, where like, when you get to the garage as Leon, and all the jump scares from when you pick up the diamond key, spoilers by the way, when you pick up the diamond key all the way up to when you run into Mr. X, those are like the scariest things ever. I even played through it again. I was trying to speedrun the game, just like so I can get under 2 hours on hardcore, and I was showing my brother, and I was calling out all the spots for the dogs. I'm like 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one, when it burst through this one spot, even though I called it out, my brother still jumped. Like, it's something that, like, you know it's gonna happen, but it'll still get you because of how it's, like, how they scare you. It's not just, you know, it pops up on your screen. It's a noise that's off camera, or if you're looking at it, then it'll be on camera, but they're not meant for them to always be on screen. You'll hear it, but you won't always see it. That's the best part about this game. Every scare, every enemy, you'll always hear them before you see them. And it works so well in the atmosphere they've created. RPD is completely different. The lighting is so much better. It's dark, it's creepy, it's foreboding, and it hides enemies and jump scares so well. Like when you first run into the liquor, I won't spoil that because when you first run into the liquor, you're not really expecting it. The beast scenario is more closely related to the original game. That's all I'll say. But both times when you run into the liquor, it's scary as hell. Because if you've never played any Resident Evil game, your first reaction is to start shooting at it or running. And that will get it to attack you, which a lot of people that I was seeing play this game weren't understanding at first, or they just completely forgot about. Now, the story is basically it's like the same. The endings are the complete same as the original, so it's still RE2 at its core, but a lot of the puzzles I feel changed. Now, it's been a while, a long while since I've played the original Resident Evil 2, and I will be happy to say that I beat the game after trying to get used to it, and it took me like what, multiple days. It took me like 2 weeks to beat it because I couldn't get used to the tank controls. But I feel like a lot of the puzzles were changed. Like, a lot of the puzzles were changed. I think all the puzzles were changed essentially, at least to fit the new third-person perspective. They had to change a lot of the puzzles. The RPD in general got changed around. Instead of the statue being in the front, it's now in the back, with the reception desk towards the front, like how an actual police department would kind of have it. Which is really nice. It's a welcome change, because now you can save a lot easier. They also changed the item box that was in, I think, the East Hall. It's the West Hall. Like right before the West Hall, that one room, there used to be an item box in there that they moved into the RPD next to the typewriter for the save. And that is a very welcome change, because now you don't need to go to 2 different rooms to save and change out your items. It's all in one room. Still not a good save point. I don't personally like that spot. I like the dark room because you have 2 options of escape, and I like what's that other save point? The one near the chess piece puzzle. Not gonna spoil anything for that puzzle, but that save point I also like because of the multiple ways of escaping, just in case something is in there with you. Now, I've played the 4th Survivor, I've played Tofu, I've played through both Leon and Claire's A's and B's scenarios, and I've unlocked the infinite ammo pistol, SMG, and rocket launcher. I didn't even know there was an infinite ammo rocket launcher, but oh my god, they make the game so much fun. And they're going to be adding in more free DLC next month. Starting tomorrow will be February, the time I'm recording this. By the way, it's like my 3rd time recording this. But I think February 15th, they're releasing the Ghost Survivors DLC, which is free. All the DLC that I'm about to talk about is completely free. So the Ghost Survivors DLC puts you in the shoes of an Umbrella agent, the mayor's daughter, and I think it's an Umbrella agent. The mayor's daughter and Robert Kendo from the gun shop. You're in the shoes of those 3 in what-if scenarios, so they're not actually canon, but they're gonna have like in-game stores which aren't microtransactions. They're like in the game itself, like you're playing through and you run into like somebody, kind of like when you'd run into the merchant guy from Resident Evil 4. That type of store where you're buying stuff with in-game currency or whatever you have. I personally don't know what they're gonna use, but you're not gonna be spending actual money on this game for this DLC. So it's completely free. It's gonna be more gameplay in general. It's gonna be more to the game. They're adding in new skins. I think it's the original PS1 models for Claire and Leon, and those are gonna be completely free. And I feel like there's more DLC that I'm just forgetting right now. I feel like they're gonna add more DLC anyway, because this game is so much fun. There's even weekly challenges on the RE.net thing. It's like in the bottom right corner of the screen. I think after I beat it, it showed up for me. But you can do weekly challenges in the game, which is insane for a single player game to offer weekly challenges as a community. Like, Black Ops 4 doesn't even have weekly challenges yet. It just has daily challenges for callings. Like, step up your game. Okay, anyways, in conclusion, if you're thinking about buying Resident Evil 2 or you haven't bought it yet, buy it. It is definitely worth the $60 for the standard edition. If you're on PC or you can find it for cheaper, even better. I found the deluxe edition for like 50 bucks, so if you can find it for even cheaper, go for it. If you want to pay the full 60 bucks for the standard edition or the full 70 bucks for the deluxe edition or whatever it was, go for it. It is so worth the money. And that's really all I can say. Like, I don't want to spoil the story for anybody who's never played it. And if you have played it, then you know the story, so I don't need to talk about it. But the gameplay, the atmosphere, everything else has been updated to feel just amazing. So I cannot recommend this game enough. Anyways, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out.